Welcome to another Coding Things IRL stream. Sound is working. For those of you who don't know, my name is Adam. I call my channel Coding Things IRL because that is what I do. That's what I like to do. And I hope it's entertaining. Okay. So I'll be honest, I haven't really thought much about what we're actually going to do today. So we're just going to wing it. Let's start off by adding to the heart. Or rather, deleting from the heart. Which sounds kind of like emo a little bit. But you'll see what I mean. So, if you don't know, this is my game. It's sort of like the popular children's game Lite Brite, except for legal purposes, it's not. It's called BritePegs.com, is what I think we call it that, but that's what I called it. That's what we called it, and this is what it looks like. Mr. DSA, one of the OG subscribers. Good to see you, my friend. And thank you. Yeah, this is, my wife says that this looks wrong, like something wrong and upside down. I'm not going to say what it is, but she likes to mess with me. So what we want to do to it is we want to carve out ILY in the middle. And we'll start with the L since it's in the center. Decide like exactly how far down that we want to go. Let's see. How's this stream looking? Hang on, let me adjust that. Yeah, that'll do. If I can just figure out a way to move it up further. Whatever. Alright. If you haven't already, don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, let's do this carving. So we have the ability, like kind of like in MS Paint, like you have the eraser function. We have the deleting function. So we select delete, and I'm gonna make a note of this real quick. See. I know you can't see this, but this is going to be stuff found on stream. And number one, you can't see the preview if it's the same color. Now what I can do for quick, I can change it to the other color, and that should work, right? No, I still can't see it. So you just flat out cannot see the same preview if there is any peg in the way. That's a big no-no. Specifically, I think what we want is for deleting, what I would like to see is either it shows it deleted somehow, or it can just invert the color. We'd have to figure out how to do an invert color function, but I think we'd be able to get some help. Okay, so I wrote that down. Let's try to continue, because it's pretty, it makes it a little tough, you know what I mean? But let's try it nonetheless. So we'll delete that one there. And now I can kind of see where I'm at there. There we go, I see what's going on here. And there's other ways that we can do this. This is just the way that I want to do it right now. Here, hold on. I actually want all of these songs. One second. There we go. Alright. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so we're making this L here. I know we went too low there, I think. Because we don't want it to go We want it to kind of be on the fattest part of it, like right there. There we go. Awesome. We're looking good. Kinda. All right. I think there's other issues at play here, but yeah. Oh. There we go. Okay, so the Y. Oh man, this makes it tough. That's why I do this kind of stuff. To see the issues, you know what I mean? And then you guys, this is an open source code base. I mean, I have a public repository. I don't know if you need to do something else to make it open source. I don't think so. But, anyway, you can make an issue on it. Not too far there. And I'll see it. I'm actually going to be pulling from the issues during this stream. As soon as I'm done modifying my heart. It's not going as well as I thought it was going to go. I think I need to be higher on that. Let me pull it up. Yeah, I need to be higher on that. And we'll go to right there. There we go. Alright, it's time for me to start repairing this. That needs to go to there, I'd say. Alright. So this is actually pretty cool. With the default color picker, or with the default color input, they give you this color picker. So I can just go ahead and pick this color that I already had. It's pretty sweet. So now I have the color. Due to a current bug, we're only displaying the border piece, but it's not a big deal. Oh, I'm deleting still. Uncheck deleting to go back to, you know, not deleting, adding, I guess. Now we're adding pegs in, one by one. Slow and tedious work. I hope it doesn't crash. Not something you want to say about your own game, but it does have its problems, I'll be honest. But it looks like it's behaving for now, except for the issue that I mentioned. Alright, what to do here? Yeah, you can undo or delete. Let's see. Alright, well I'm going to have to get creative with exactly how I'm going to have to reconcile that. Right back to where I was started, basically. A little bit further, actually. Alright, I'm trying to make sure it's as even as possible. Yeah, that looks okay.
Dang it, hold on. Almost there.
Go. And there. Maybe just one more. That color is slightly off too. Do you see that? That's crazy. It's like a little hazier, but it's hard to notice. It's hard to notice. All right, let's see what we got. All right. So we modified this heart. That's all I'm gonna do to it. That's all I'm gonna do to it. And you know, I want to do more to it, I'll be honest, but it's a risky operation. I'll tell you what though, I'll make this as, you know, kind of like a font face. I'll make this as thick on the bottom as it is with the L. That way it matches. Sort of like bell-bottom shoes, but with a font. And I think just one more there. No. Undo that. That's as good as it's going to get. Pretty much. And that's for y'all. ILY. Jesus. Sorry. Alright, let's share it. So we click the share button now. And we get this super useful list of social medias. If not slightly outdated with the Twitter link, but they do have an X link available. I haven't updated it yet. For my subscribers. I gotta make sure it worked too. Here, I'll pull that up here actually. This is my Twitter, and I just posted the image on Twitter, and there it is, pretty much. And in a moment I'll show you exactly how that works. We did that yesterday, and it really makes all the difference when you think about it, because before, let me turn this down. Before, what we were doing was we were posting just the URL, and we found out through Mushroom Cow's suggestion, I found out that you can actually pass more than just the URL. I intended to do that, but I didn't know you could pass it just right in the URL parameter to the component. So anyway, I'll go over exactly how that works in just a second. Make sure you like this stream, make sure you subscribe, and yeah, let's go to BritePegs.com if you want to play the game. It's live. It's just as I just played it. You probably need a little bit good hardware to run it, but yeah, it's super fun, super fun. And we'll be working out bugs here in a moment after we go over the process. Let's go to the chat. Thumbs down. Everybody's a critic. Everybody's a critic. It's not Dez. Do you have any requests? How do I say that? Art requests. Do you have any art requests? I'd love to hear what you want to see. This channel is about making people happy, and you're a people, I imagine. I assume you are. So, let's hear it. ILY. Well, I like it. And the game is very fun. If you haven't already tried it, I super recommend it. It's very fun. Let's see. So I'm going to take this message, I'm going to add to it. So we're taking art requests. Submit your request in the chat, and if you don't like it, you can give me the thumbs down. Like It's Not Des, who is very critical of my art. I think It's Not Des just thinks that I can do better. Like a concerned mother? I don't know. Can't see that well. I lost my glasses. I mean, I misplaced them. They're somewhere. They're not lost. Art requests. Submit your art requests in the chat. And we'll take a look at it. Right now I'm dealing with YouTube chat's bad interface, which makes it to where I have to drag something out of the way to pin this message. Boom. All right. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Give me your art requests and I shall take them, and hopefully you like what we end up drawing. I have a good one, actually. Let's try. What do you say we try? All right, let's try. All right, we're gonna make a clownfish. Okay? How about a clownfish? Let's try that. So let's look up a clownfish and see what it's looked like. Oh, look at that. Okay. This is going to be a little bit wonky. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try this. Okay, I'm gonna try this. All right, this one's gonna be tough, but it's gonna be a clownfish. You ready? Clownfish. Clown. We're about to draw clownfish. All right. And so this is what that looks like. If you've never seen the movie Finding Nemo, it's a great movie. I recommend it for everybody. And yeah, go see Finding Nemo in theaters like 20 years ago. And I'm gonna post on Twitter again, actually. Can you guys hear the music? Is the music loud enough? Here, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. A little bit. All right. I got a green screen in it. Blocks the AC. Makes me sweaty. Okay, so yeah, here, and copy that. So art. Taking art requests live now. Probably come off as too desperate and too needy. I'll pin it, which will make me, which does not help my case. Does not help my case. but whatever. All right, a clownfish. So this is what we're going for right here. And I kind of want to make it, you know what I mean, like neon signish, not totally, you know what I mean, like realistic or whatever. I'm wondering, my first question is, can I take that color dabber outside of this screen? Is there a way to do that? Oh my gosh, you guys, there is. Oh, it came as black though. Hold on, let me try again. Well, that worked. Just a little bit more saturation, like that, yeah. Helps to have bright colors in this bright light game. Okay. So, basically just a series of triangles right now. First thing I'm going to start with is a rectangle. All right, I'm going to go 12 and 12. All right, I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. Like that. Okay. Now with the same rectangle, rotated, I'm going to cut in half, 6 and 6. Put one at the back. Okay. Let's remove the rotation. 0. Actually, I take that back. We'll split the rotation between 45. We're looking at 27.5, I believe. Yeah, it looks like we can't do that. We'll have to draw it in just with the point pencil. And that's all we'll do for now there. And that's all we'll do for now there. Okay. So I think you can see kind of the shape of the fish, right? But need a lot more for it to be a fish. Now we can go the lazy route, which I would love to do. And I will try it actually. Why not? All right, so we're dealing with 6s, so I think we want a width of 6 and a height of 12. Width of 6 and a height of 12. And yeah, put that in the middle. There we go, I almost lost my way. Let me take the rotation off. There we go. Now, it's never straight though. It's never straight. So let's go ahead and get a 6 box again. And let's tilt it 45 again. And this time we'll turn deleting to on. Let's delete there. Oh, that doesn't look good. Undo. 45. Again, we'll try that again. I don't know if it's going to work. We may just have to make it bigger. Here, let's go 12 and 12 then. Yeah, it gives you a more defined line there. Yeah, we can clean that up in a little bit. Conveniently, with the exact same one, we can take the other angle here, and this is a creature of nature, so it doesn't have to be perfect. let's get a 1-1. And let's delete that. While we're at it, delete that little straggler over there. Come on, buddy. There we go. Figure out what to do over here. I think first and foremost, it would be filling those little guys in right there that we missed. If we can. There we go. Yeah, they're in tough spots, I think, for the, have to revise the distance calculator. Everything is interpreted and projected and kind of based on estimates. There we go. Yeah, it looks bad back there. I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna just undo all of that. If I can. Seems like I've focused over here. Here, I'll do this. Delete, and then should be able to undo. Oh, it's not working. Okay, whatever. I'll just delete. Come back to this section. All right, so now we're gonna need like a white section. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another rectangle, and I'm gonna make this one again 6 and 12, but this time we're gonna make it white. Ooh, we don't want that border. We just want a white border. There we go. Oops, accidentally deleted. Well, thank goodness that still works. I'll have to see what happened with that delete earlier. Helps that I live stream these because it will give me the ability to play it back later and see exactly what went wrong. I think I just make that a little bit longer. And then I think I fill the rest in with orange. You get the proper orange. I don't think that's even the same orange, but I have to deal with that. All right, starting to come together a little bit. Now I know it still needs work, but we're getting there. All right, so we are dealing with kind of like the back half of it right now. And let's see. I think we can go triangle on this possibly, although I'm not sure. I'm not really too sure. I don't know about triangle. Maybe a rotated triangle, yeah. I mean, I can just use this rectangle again, though. Let's split the difference. Let's go 8, 8. You know, 45 rotation. There we go. And just another 6, 6. Right there. There. It's going to need more white than that, obviously, but we can do all the little details later. For now, let's shape up the head. And I think I'm going to do this. Here, I'll start it like this. Get rid of this rotation. And then I will... I do want it to raise up slightly. Just not that much. Yeah, I never said it was going to be perfect. Chop off the nose a little bit. Alrighty. Let's clean it up with a 1 point pencil. A bit smaller. Hold on, let me check, see how that looks. It's kind of bad. Let me fix that. thumbs up for what? There we go. You're a little fatter than that too. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Can't see behind my curtain. Art requests. Come on, guys. Let's get some art requests. All right. Also subscribe. Also like the stream. Okay. So the clownfish. Let's keep making them. Yeah. We're on the right track. We're on the right track. I promise you, we are. I promise you. Okay. So we're deleting now. I thought we were deleting. Now we're deleting. Don't worry, guys. We're deleting now. There we go. Wait a minute. Do you see my screen or do you see the clownfish the whole time? Oh, you can see the. Okay, good. I don't think I'm gonna get much better than that for the thing. Whatever I was saying. I don't even remember what I was saying. That's how focused I am on this fish, man. Sorry, I can't talk much. Too busy drawing my fish. I think it wavering like that actually kind of looks good. You know what I mean? Not being just straight. Alright, the last little guy. Bit of white on the tail there. Some strays over here. I think we can justify that right now. And that's it. Alright, starting to come together, right? I told you. I told you. Alright, well, while I have this orange and it's not like, I don't know if it keeps getting truncated or what, but while I got it, I mean, I'm gonna fill in the rest of these oranges. I think I have, like, I can just be done with the oranges. Come on. Yeah, Mushroom Cow said that was wonky. It is wonky. Gosh, you know. Never mind. Forget I said anything. That's fine. That's fine. All right. The whiteness again. I why it's deleting. 12 at the top there. Thank you, John Worldman. All right, this one's gonna be skinny. Skinny. Skinnier. Pretty much. Man. All right. The dimensions are not right. It's kind of weird. That's all right. I'd say it needs to be skinnier right there. Don't we all, though? All right, all right. Almost there. Ah. Come on, little buddy. Yeah, we gotta fix that. Alright, that's fine for now. And just one little thing. Ah, damn it. Yeah, there you go. There's this little eye. Yeah, there we go. A bit of weirdness going on there. Hey. No. Not much. Just making a fish. What's up with you? I'm fishing. This is a different kind of fishing. This is not a cybersecurity stream. Different kind of fishing. Thank you, master. No, for real, thank you though. Alright. I think that's gonna be the fish for now. That's it. Yeah, it's a little derpy, but whatever. I think we need to give it a little fin or something, right? See if we can do that easily. Alright, so let's see. Let's try to do. Would be the best. Probably another freaking rectangle. Just turn. Let's turn it. Let's see. We wanted 8, I think. That's too big. Let's go 6 on it. Another 45-degree rotation. Deleting. What would that be about? Yeah. Okay. So it's like it's going to be that outline right there. So everything with, dang it, everything within the outline, we basically want to keep. Oops, hold on. Actually, can I go back that far? Or can I not? Seems like it always wants to bring me here. There we go, perfect. Close the controls and Control Z works better. I should just make that happen. It's not that hard to do. All right, so what was I doing though? Oh, okay, yeah. So I have the box. It's going to be 6 by 6, rotated 45, but I'm going to make it not filled like that. Yeah, that's better. It's easier. I feel like it should be lower though. Let's try it again. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's fill in some of those holes. So that's a 1, 1. Start with white, actually. Oh man, this is hard. It's hard when you can't see it. I mean the preview. I want that to look. Yes. think it's got to be like, I don't know if I need to fill those in. I just leave it. That one for sure up there, that's got to get filled in. Alright, I'll come back to it. I know I by now I have white memorized as F's. That's not what I want. Oh well. It would have been easier to just use the point and delete. Have to do it anyway. We'll get there. Now I'm almost tempted to reach for the triangle, but that's not a good idea actually. I actually do want that there, kinda. I don't know, does it look like a fin? Yeah, it kind of does. I think you're just missing one line at the top. Diagonals are hard. Sometimes. That's supposed to be white. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Yeah, okay, fine. I am not an artist. And then, what do you think? Just that one down there. There we go. I'm just gonna stop messing with it. It's definitely good enough. All right, let's orient him correctly. All right, so deleting on. It's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna post it to Twitter. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. So it gives you a pop-up window, which I don't have displaying right now. But as you can see, this is the fish I just created. All right. I'm just gonna add. There we go. Honestly, it's not a bad clownfish. People slide it into my DMs. What the heck does that mean? Devil. Disheveled devil alt account. Diet soda. I don't know who that is. You might have me mistaken for somebody else. My brother. Alright. Pretty cool, guys. There's the fish. Do we have any other art requests? Mr. DSA, do you have any art requests? What about your little dude? I've seen that little dude before, though. That's not your dude. Doesn't matter, though. Not that it matters. can make him probably. Start with a circle. Like a little bit more this time, 12. And no, let's go 18 and 18. And then a pretty obnoxious yellow color. I can use the color dropper. It's pretty sweet. There's your color. It's a stomach, I think. I think it's a stomach. You do a lot with just circles. All right, we'll clean it up. Oh. The eyes are cool. Let's see, what do we want to do with the eyes? I'd say it's like 3 to 4 with the eyes. We'll try a ellipse on the eyes. For eye 1, maybe 7 and 6. No, 6 and 7. Yeah, I think that'll be good. But we're deleting it right there. Yeah, I think that's not quite the right position. A little higher. Almost. Right there. No. Oh, it's changing the dimensions of it. We want it to be 6, 7. And right there. Yeah, that's as close as we're gonna get it. Kind of creepy, if I'm honest. This other one will go 5, 4. Kind of like where it left off. Excuse me, it has to be 4, 5. Not the right facial expression. Funny though. Eyes are too close. We can fix it. All right, at the bottom, a half circle. I'll just point it out here. Ah. Gotta close those controls. That's as close as I'm gonna get it. Alright, what else? The greenness of the hat. Kind of a little eyebrowy too. I don't know. Kind of looks mischievous, this one. Oh, come on, dude. There we go. Aye. Not perfect, but whatever. Alright, what are we thinking? 8 and 8? And the green. I mean, I'm just gonna assume that that's like a green of that. It pretty much is. That's 6 and 6 for the front of it. Then I can use a 6-6 pretty much the whole way. Ah. I don't know, it looks like he's a mohawk or something. You know what would really make it though? This right here. Yeah. Gotta add more in though. It looks a little polygony at the top there. Just deal with those corners. Kind of like that. Dude, there we go. Hot. All right. There's the yellow color. There we go. Come on, guy. Buddy. Come on, buddy. So close. There we go. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Jeez. Actually, you know what? It's got white behind it. Should we go for it? Why not? Let's go for the white. Hold on. You know, I just know that the white's not going to look as good. We're going to leave it as is. Alright, so lights, camera, action on this. Yeah, there we go. Share it. And I think I might be looking at a bug right here. Let me double check that this is the right thing here, because if this is a fish, then we have a little bit of a problem. Okay, it's not a fish. No problem at all. All right, let's post it. Yeah, okay, make sure it's the right one. All right. So in a pop-up window that you can't see, I'm posting on Twitter. And then over here, there's the fish we made earlier. And let's see what we just did. Interesting that it didn't zoom in. It did not regard the zooming. That's interesting. probably something to work in, honestly. We'll do some coding whenever we get back. And right now I'm going to take a little break, get my chair ready, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right. Oh wait, hold on. I got to do this. Alright, so studio mode. Alright, excuse me guys, 1 second. Alright, so this is Mob. There we go. And we're back. Alright, sorry about the wait, folks. So as promised, let's go over the process of making the SSR image that we did the other day. And then we'll try to fix a bug. So if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you haven't seen it yet, this is what we're talking about. The game is called BritePegs, sort of a Lite Brite simulator. And we have some art here. And the unique thing about this game is that the art is just shareable through these links, and it's just easy to pull up just like that. I made this earlier in the stream. You can rewind and watch me make it. But the really nice thing that it does is it creates a screenshot image, very small one, and it saves it in the database. And then whenever Twitter is pinging this URL, it has the meta tag that points to a route that we created that has this image at the end of it. So let's take a look exactly from end to end how that works. Okay, so in the code, let me make sure everything can be seen. It's going to be really big for me, but really, hopefully good for you guys. Let's see, make this a little smaller there. How are we looking? I think that'll do. Maybe it's just cut off just a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Get every little bit of space that I can. Okay. So this is how it works. So this is now it's a React app and an Express.js backend. And so if we start at the outermost layer, the first thing you hit is the Express.js backend right here. And normal stuff with Express.js backend, except over here, where's our slash route? I can just do like this, build. Okay, so right here, this is where we're serving our React app. You see it's in app/build. And if we go into app, this is where we have our React app. And we have source, which is the React. And we have public, which is the HTML. And let's just take a look at public before we go any further. So index.html is the instance of the Three.js game. So if we go down here, we've got, oh, I went too far. Yeah, it's right here. This right here is where we are importing all of our stuff for the Three.js game. And all of that culminates in main.js. And the first function that gets called in main.js is called init. In programming, we call this the entry point. And you see it's called here. This is the entry point in this JavaScript file. Okay? But we're not looking at that. This sets up the game and all that stuff. We're interested in tracing the path of how do we get the image and how do we set that up. So there is a function that gets called when we click the share or save button. Right now they're using the same function. And that function is called save state. And we make a post request to the API, which we put all the API paths behind /API. So this one would be /API/state. Admittedly, that could be a little bit more descriptive, but I'm not going to change it right now. The repository is public, so if anybody would be so kind as to contribute, that might help out a lot. Alrighty, so for this, oh, and don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe as well. All right. So this is where we're making the request, and you see here we have two properties to this to this request body. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think I can organize this to look a little better. I was struggling to do this the other day because I didn't. Now I see it. Now I see the proper indentation, and it's sort of like that. That's a much better read. You want to get it to where it's as skinny as possible. You don't want your code to stretch all the way out that way because there's less of a chance you'd be able to read it. There's a number, I think it's 32, maybe not 32, maybe 64. 64 characters in this direction is considered to be good. I don't know. We can check here. I'd say that's probably that's exactly the limit. I always go to the console and do dot length 81. I'd go 64. I'd go 64 on the length. I go 64. 64 would be sweet. Alright, but enough about that. So we send in this array, which is what we save to redraw the image, but we also send this, which is a base 64 image, and it turns out in order to convert this, we just call this toData URL, specify ping, and then do some string manipulation that help the ChatGPT help me out, and that's it. So let's go see what happens on index.js when this request is received. I mean, after this, I don't think very much happens after this. It just... So, okay. We can continue this route. So we can just imagine the request goes, saves in the database. It returns an ID, which is the art ID. This art ID is used in URLs. So let me remove this console log. If we go into this make URL here, you can see that it grabs the, it builds the art URL. And then it calls copy to clipboard. And that's a exec command copy. That's interesting to note. Document.exec command copy. Wonder what other exec commands we can do. Paste, probably. Wonder what we can paste. Image. Interesting. Alright, so there's copy to clipboard. Minimize GUI. You know what that does. I actually wanted to make it to where it minimizes on Control Z. Let's do that next. I started to create a list earlier. Let me see if I still have it. Yeah, here we go. So minimize on Control Z. Alright, and we still are taking art requests, and don't forget to like the stream, and yeah, let's keep going. Send a heart in the chat if you're still here, and yeah, we got 1 viewer. Can we get that up to 2 viewers? I wonder. Alright. So, moving right along-ish. Here's another thing I noticed. All right, no fave icon. Whatsoever. None Leota. So we'll have to figure out the fave icon. I think it's just gonna be like a B, or maybe just a peg. I think it's gonna be a peg. I think I know how I'm gonna do that. But for now, let's just go on the list, and we're going back to explaining the code. Alright, so we're calling this refresh React app, and we have to do this because this hodgepodge Frankenstein thing that we're doing between React, which is not here, this is outside of React, mind you, and then we have to pass in part of our URL, our ID, to the React app. So this is news to me. I chat GPT'd this, honestly. This is how you do that. This is how you refresh the React app. So you call the manifest. You can fetch it like this. Dynamically determine the main script file from the build. Okay, and then the main script gets re-added to the document. Crazy, right? That's how you force refresh a React app. I had no idea, but there you go. Alright, so that force refreshes the React app. Let's go take a look at the React app. Let's see where that comes into play. So over there on index.html, we can see how things are intertwined. The main.js creates an element for the Three.js canvas, which is the one that we're screenshotting, but it's dynamic. It doesn't exist on this page. The only thing that exists is this modal, and inside it we have an ID, an element with an ID root. This is where we are building our React app, or this is where we are attaching our React app. Okay, this is the element that becomes the React app, whatever you want to call it. All right. And then this right here is another hodgepodgey way to close the modal. It's not really hodgepodgey, it's outside of the React app. Okay, so inside of the React app, the way that we are doing that is we can start at the index.js because that's relevant. So we call create root on the DOM element root. And remember, that's inside of our modal. Inside of our modal right there. See? Boom. Boom. Alright. So, yeah, so hold on. This is how we initialize the React app. And then we are importing the shareables, which is the app itself, basically. So this is the place where we're binding the React app to the DOM element. If you don't already know about React, that's how it works. Okay. And I like having a full understanding of this stuff so that I can know what I'm talking about, and then if I see a problem, I can maybe understand the problem a little bit better. And that's kind of what happened here, but I digress. So here's the React app, and it's very simple. Its only function right now is to display all these share icons. And I mentioned this a couple of times on other streams. I don't know exactly what they are, but there they all are. Bunch of them. I know Twitter. Let's see if we can change that to X. And X, not XS, just X share button and X icon instead of Twitter. Yeah, hopefully that works. We'll find out here in a moment. Before I forget though, we'll compile it. So we go cd app. Actually, no. All we have to do is npm run dev, which is a script that I created. So if we look at the package JSON in the outermost Express.js app, we have this script that we're running, which is called dev, and it says cd app npm run build, and then cd back to the main directory, and then run nodemon on index. Alright, so there's no X share button, unfortunately. Let's see if we can find something like that. I know I've seen it before. Yeah, see? React share X, formerly Twitter. What's the name of the... There's a code box example. Alright, let's see. Out of credits. I don't care. What is this? They're trying to get money. Code Sandbox is trying to get money out of me now. I lost my place. That's sad. I can't view this code example here. Okay. Let's see, what else do we got? X icon. Okay, so we have X icon. X icon. Okay, so I think that we have the X icon inside of the Twitter thing, right? So I'll go back. So I'll replace Twitter icon with X icon. I think it likes that. X icon. Alright, we'll try that. So, I can't see that right now. There we go. Alright, so we want, again, npm run dev, which is the script that we just went over. Excuse me. Sleepy things in real life. Alright, we're connected on the React app. Sorry, we're connected on Mongo. Alright, so yeah. I just want to see if we got the X app, the X icon. Yeah, look, there it is. Okay, yeah. We're definitely gonna have that. Alright. Let me see about committing that. Okie dokie. See, X and organization. That's what I'm calling the commit. You can't see it right now, but yeah, that's what I'm calling it. X and organization. All right. If you guys haven't already, make sure you like the stream, and we're going to continue with the coding, or we're going through the code right now. Okay. I just had to take care of that. So yeah, this React app, the first thing that we do on it is we call a fetch on a route called API session. Now that doesn't take much to go over, so we'll go ahead and go over it right now. Oops. So that should just be Control F. And we can use API slash session. There we go. And all that does is it gets the session art ID. Now remember that, and we'll come back to it. Okay. Now where we left off, so that's all it does, and then the React share takes over from there. We pass in the URL. Okay, go back to that. This is the URL that we pass in, but you see we pass in a little bit more than a URL, and it accepts it, so we allow it. And say, check out what I made on BritePegs.com. Simple, right? Very simple. Okay, so back over, if you remember, on main.js, we had the save state function, and that makes a post request to our server API slash state route. Let's go there and see what's going on with that route. There, I'll tell you what, let's just get rid of all this. I don't really want to save anything. I think I already got myself committed. So it's just kind of dangerous. I don't know exactly what I'm saving there. That's what source control is for, though. Alright, so here we have index.js again. And we have API slash session here. But I was looking for state, actually. Yeah, state. And there's the get request, but we're looking at the post request right now. You can imagine how the get request works. And so here is the base64 image that we encoded from the HTML canvas. It's right here. And very basic MongoDB stuff. We're taking the ID that we get, though. Once we click save, we now populate this ID property that we can read, and we use it to populate our state ID in preview. And this is an example of foreign keys in MongoDB. Something that you might be familiar with in a relational database. It's much more straightforward. It's much more straightforward with Mongoose and MongoDB. All right, did I get it? Did I mess up enough times? All right. So then, if you remember, the slash session gets just this art ID. So we got session art ID, and that's really it. So when we get the session art ID, we are able to build the preview route, which is here. Now we're saving in a preview image table. We're saving all the images, and we're associating them by saving the state ID. And this is where, by the way, I think this is something we're already doing on the front end, but whatever. Do it twice. Why not? I'm not sure. But so this is how we are downloading it. And ideally, this is something that we need to check, and I'll actually add this to my list. Ideally, this caching will make it to where we don't need to worry about using something like Redis. But I do hope that this works. I think that it's possible for your browser to just simply ignore this. You can just have a setting that says I don't want to cache or whatever, and it will simply just ignore this, I believe. So maybe there's a better way to force the caching. I really have to monitor my server's resources. I do have like anomaly detection and stuff though, so should be good to go. Alright, so what else? That's pretty much it, you guys. So it builds, so whenever you request the art, whenever somebody shares it, they send a link, and that goes to /art/ID, and it uses this middleware that we created, inject meta tags, and you see right here from the preview ID that we pass in, it creates a URL /preview, and that's basically just the image. This is the image right here, the /preview URL. So when we put that in a meta tag, it comes nicely as an image, like a pre-rendered image. It's pretty sweet. And that's it. That's it. That gets injected into the head like this. It replaces the end tag with the return from that function. Plus, another end tag. So pretty foolproof. I thought we were gonna have to do Next.js on it. I think Next.js is pretty similar to this, but yeah, no, it probably too much added overhead. This is a much more streamlined solution, actually. So definitely a lot more preferred, I think. All right, so we just made a couple of very small changes. At this point, I'll show you the process of what it looks like deploying it. So I don't have a very refined process. Here, let me do this. I don't know if I can, actually. It's too dark. There we go. Being suffocated by my own green screen. You know what? I think we'll end it there. We didn't get very many viewers today. But if you could, please like the stream and subscribe. And we'll do another stream sometime soon. But streaming is going to, frankly, not go away, but it's gonna be less few and far between here pretty soon. So if you guys like the streams, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll do this as much as we can. But for now, thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.